Speaking of which, actually, these shirts actually match this. They're from a
Oh
completely
shit.
different website. Yeah. So I'll just stand up for a
Yeah,
second.
yeah, fit. Come on, give us the
Fit
fit.
check. And then on the back, hold up, I'm gonna have to take my headphones
Yeah,
off.
no, show us. No, oh shit, man.
Yeah. And like trick.
I love that, dude.
Yeah. So like being in the anime, like, and there's so much like clothing culture that like taps into anime, like they're
Mm.
like hot topic. If anyone watching this wants to get into graphic, let me look at the camera. Anyone watching this, if you want to get into graphic tees, Hot Topic is the place to go.
Hey, Shy, how you doing?
What's good, bro? I'm chilling, bro. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for coming on pretty short notice too. It was like instantaneous.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, it was pretty short notice, but I mean, I do a lot of shit in my life on short notice, so it wasn't anything out of the ordinary for me personally.
It's pretty common for someone to come up and just be like, "Hey, we're doing this now."
Pretty much, bro. I just made plans on like literally on Discord like a few days ago. Like me and my homie, we were both off, and we were like, "Yo, we're both off. You want to like go to breakfast?" And I was like, "Sure, fuck it. Tomorrow, yeah, sure." So and then we brought another person into that plan, and then we had another person mad because we didn't bring them into that plan because they were off too. So yeah, a lot of shit happens kind of on the fly. So I'm a little used to it. So it didn't really catch me off guard too much.
I got a question for you right off the bat.
Hit me. I know that's
How
your
did the
thing.
goat become you?
How did the goat become me?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, man. Once you start really finding yourself doing shit the way you want shit to get done in your life, you kind of just take on the role of goat. You know, the goat status doesn't really, you don't really choose the goat status. The goat status chooses you, and the people choose who the goat is.
How long ago do you feel like you found yourself?
That's a good ass question because I feel like I'm still really finding myself. But
it's a
I'll say about at the most like a year ago is when I'll say like my whole toxic masculinity phase came to like a complete end. And that's when I was more open to finding myself and more open to being like my wardrobe, for example. I feel that's a really great way for someone to express themselves and for you to, know someone's interests or what's going on with them as far as like in their life when they're like trying to find themselves. My most of my like newer wardrobe is pretty much just graphic tees, cargo pants, uh, shorts made out of like jogger material for the summer, and then I have like two fancy outfits just in case I get like a fancy plan made out of nowhere. Like, hey, let's go to this restaurant that costs $60 for an appetizer. I'm like, fuck it, all right, I got the fancy clothes for that. I'm starting to really get more into jewelry. Um,
Anything
as far
catching
as,
your
like,
eye in particular?
I'm really into chains
Okay.
and rings. I've always been fascinated with chains, but like once I finally got the money to actually get some like small pieces, and then with me getting more and more into anime, especially with my newer content, I actually have like rings from Naruto, greatest anime of all time. Don't at me. The Akatsuki rings. I had all of them. I lost one of the rings, but it was like the whole pack for like less than $30. So if I end up losing all of them, I could just buy them back. And then I have like one really like solid silver ring.
Huh.
So yeah, jewelry is definitely, and I plan on getting more because that's all like silver. I really like the way silver looks. I like the way it looks on me. It goes with a lot of my outfits because I got a lot of black in my closet. But I definitely do plan on dabbling in some gold soon.
Something I've found, you made me think, like, the expression of clothing. I've not always really been like a hyper masculine guy. That's not really been me. But I'm not really that feminine either. You know, I don't really express myself that way either. What I do is I get loud clothing. I get something you see from half a mile away, or just like nasty color clashing, crazy patterns. I got this button down that's plaid, and it's like lime green and pink, and it's just like, it's nasty looking, dude. It's horrible, and it's kind of it just has this essence to it, because there's ugly clothing, and then there's just something that's like a standout piece, you know. That's what attracts me when I'm like, I'm gonna express myself today. I'm like,
so
I'm wearing the green pants. I got like 3 pairs of red Levi's, like, so I'll just get bright red pants on, green tee. I've got these like Eggman shoes.
Damn. So like the shit that attracts you is like something that'll put everyone's eyes onto you the moment you walk into a room.
I used to always shop at Goodwill, and it's like, you know, you're rifling through all these drab 80s, 90s patterns, and it's like, what is this? I've never seen it. That's always the thing that grabs me. I'm like, I've never seen anything like this. I know that this is just going to be recognizable on me, and no one else is going to have something like this. Like, it's a unique piece.
So like something that's like very out there is what stands out to you. Like something, if something catches your eye, you're thinking this is going to catch everyone else's eye too.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? There's also something to, like, you find something that's kind of ugly, and you're just like, God, who would wear this? I might wear this.
So that's what, like, something that's like, damn, I will never see this on anybody, because like literally no one could even see like the beauty in its ugliness. The beauty in the fact that like I walk in with this shit, whether you like it or not, you can't help but just stare at it and either think like what the fuck is he wearing, or like, holy shit, why would he wear that? Where does he get the confidence to wear that shit?
Absolutely. That's my niche in my clothing, you know. And then tees, just, you know, whatever tee. Get some weird thing that says something random on it. That's
my shit. I like tees that like express me. So like I watch a lot of anime, a lot of cartoons, a lot of TV shows. So I got like Naruto tees, Dragon Ball tees, Demon Slayer. I got some musical tees, like I got a Michael Jackson t-shirt. You know, shit that like expresses me, and I like wearing shit that'll spark conversation amongst someone that has the same interests as me.
Ooh, yeah.
So like right here, I don't know if you know who this is, but this is his name's Ren Goku from Katori's just the brand.
Okay.
His name's Ren Goku from Demon Slayer. And like, you don't watch Demon Slayer, you ain't gonna know that. You just gonna think the shirt's cool. Speak of this, they're from a completely different website. Yeah. So I'll just stand up.
yeah, fit. Come on, give us the fit.
Back. And then on the back, hold up, I'm gonna have to take my
head. Yeah, no, show us. No, oh shit, man.
Yeah. And like trick.
I fucking love that, dude.
Yeah. So like, being in the anime, like. And there's so much like clothing culture that like taps into anime, like they're like Hot Topic. If anyone watching this wants to get into graphic, let me look at the camera. Anyone watching this, if you want to get into graphic tees, Hot Topic is the place to go. Their shit is already like $20, and then they have sales like all the fucking time. So you're getting like $20, maybe $25 tees for like 18, 17, like 16, $15
buy two, get
sometimes.
another one free kind of a thing.
Literally.
Like, and they rotate through their stuff all the time. Like,
you can, and they associate with like other brands too. Like Vapor 95 is a really nice brand that I like. They got some t-shirts from there. So yeah, man, you could walk out of there with like 5 really good tees and barely go over $100.
I mean, he's absolutely right. Like, that's I've walked into Hot Topic so many times, just to be like, I'll take a peek, and I'm like, man, there's 5 t-shirts right there that are awesome. Like, and I love them. And it's like, they got a Mob Psycho tee up there. And I'm like, oh, man, like, I want, and I try. I'm a Goodwill guy at heart. So whenever I walk into the retail store, I'm like, I gotta pinch my pennies, and then I'll go blast them all at Goodwill and spend more than I would have at Hot Topic.
Yeah. But I imagine probably get more shit too.
Yeah,
get more
usually,
bang for your buck. Yeah,
usually.
So.
I mean, it's worn. That's the only issue.
And like another thing with like my clothes, that I really like. I have always been like a medium boy. Always, I've always been like a smaller guy. I've only recently started putting on weight. That's because I've been going to the gym and I want to get bigger. I don't want to be 21 built like a 7th grader. Like that's just not a good look. For me personally, and I can only imagine how that's going to look for other people that want to associate with me, whether that be girls, homies, acquaintances, bosses if I ever need another job. So I actually like the baggier way that large t-shirts fit on me. Like I like how like the short sleeves kind of almost come down to my elbows. I just think it looks better on me personally, which is another like way of like me like finding and expressing myself. I personally just like the way that like larger tees look on me, and especially with cargo pants. It goes really good with cargo pants. You got like a whole baggy fit, but it's not like a 2007 Vivo.
That's exactly
music
what
video
I was
baggy.
thinking. Like,
yeah, no, it's not like that. Like it's like proportionally baggy. It's proportionate.
It's loose fitting, as it were.
Yeah, it's loose fitting. Like the shit still fits. It's just like the sleeves hang a little low. It instead of coming down to like my waist, comes down to like upper thigh, mid ass cheek area.
It gives you a little intrigue. People are like, what's going on under there?
This is the test that I do. Yeah, because you really can't see the way that I'm built. Like, my chest doesn't like burst through my shirt and shit. But also, one thing that I do for shirts, if I can like stretch all the way and not get any crop top action, I want it. I want it. Even my plain t-shirts, like even though it may look a slightly goofy with like some shorts that I wear, I could always tuck it in. I've never been against tucking a shirt in, because I think the tucked in style looks kind of nice as well.
Great
with,
silhouette.
With certain shit like a graphic tee tucked into some just solid black joggers.
It works, man. It just works.
Yeah.
All right. So, like, now that you're monetized, are you fucking rich?
No, actually, here. Here.
Okay.
I'll break the mold. I'll tell you how much is in my YouTube wallet right now.
Okay.
So I'll tell you how many videos I have monetized. I'm currently fighting for monetization on one of my videos. I'm gonna go ahead and educate y'all. For those who aren't really familiar with the YouTube game. So basically, I used a piece of the soundtrack from Naruto in my video. Apparently, a rapper who is under Atlantic Records,
fuck,
huge ass record label.
Yeah.
I guess he also used that as a sample in one of his songs.
So Atlantic Records is like,
Yeah. So the record label was like, get that shit out of here. Even though I didn't even use his song.
Yeah.
But they sampled the same instrumental that I used in my video. So I disputed it right away. And now my video's in this state called escrow, where my video's making money, but YouTube will neither give it to me nor show me how much money it's making.
They're holding that right now.
They're holding that. They're holding all that information.
They're like, no one can use this money right now.
Yeah. But right now I got $4.79 in my YouTube wallet, $4.79 US dollars.
But we don't know how much they're holding from you. So really,
I mean, I imagine putting it up with other videos that have performed, the same way. I imagine it's like $250. So it ain't like big money.
That's 50% of what you got right now, though.
Yeah, yeah. And you do have to reach like a certain amount before they even like ask you for the information to send the money to you. The the example that they use is $100, so I'm assuming it's going to be somewhere around that $100, $150 range, where like they'll really be like, okay, what's your information, so we can send this to you.
That's
But
interesting.
yeah, being monetized, nah, I'm still. Luckily, I have a good paying job for my age, so I'm not broke. But if I did get fired, I definitely would not be able to live off this YouTube money. I'd have to look for another job.
That's something that I found interesting because I've dabbled in, like I said beforehand, I started streaming first and then gravitated towards the videos. But, I'll stream every now and then, and I've gotten to affiliate. And so, like, getting monetized on Twitch is just so much faster. They're like, you need an average of, I think it's 3 viewers, and you need 50 followers. That's
Wow.
it. That's all you need to get affiliate. And at that point, you make like the tiniest amount of money off of ads, but people can drop bits and buy subs and gift subs. And so it was interesting. Twitch asks for your information right away. They're like, if you're going to be a part of the affiliate program, then we need your information. We'll take it first. And then I think it's the same thing, like $100 to a payout.
Yeah, so right now they haven't asked for like my information as far as like who I bank with, what my credit card number is. They've only asked pretty much what currency I use. I think that's really about it. Obviously, it's USD.
You're
so
like, pay me in euros, it's stronger right now.
yeah. Nah, so all they really asked me was like how I want to accept the money, and that's really about it. Getting that getting that first bit of money, especially since like I'm growing at like such a steady rate, it's definitely it's hard. It's hard, but I feel like I read a quote where like fast growth builds ego, slow growth builds humbleness, or some shit like that. So I'm perfectly fine. I'm in a spot where it really doesn't matter how fast the YouTube money's coming in, because I'm still making good money just doing regular work anyway. So yeah, but eventually, yes, like I've taken this from like, this is just a hobby that I do on the side, to like I want to be able to live off this. I want to, this is my dream. It's been my dream for as long as I can remember. To not even to do YouTube. I mean, YouTube's always been in the picture, but as far as to like make money for me, answer to me, work my hours, what works for me, and like, bro, like I want to get recognized by people. I want the. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't want the fucking sponsorships. I don't want to go to the conventions.
And we're looking at you, Hot Topic. That's a sponsorship that's
Hot Topic. We're looking
very
at you.
well deserved right now.
But yeah, I want to get, and I want to also get, like, I wouldn't mind getting sponsored by like lower, like less known what's the word, like I can't find the word right now,
like
but
local companies and stuff like
less
that.
less known like companies, or like people who like have a clothing brand and they do all the shit themselves and they make like really good quality shit.
Less corporate, but more like personal businesses. Yeah.
So I definitely wouldn't mind, because at the end of the day, like we're all, we all trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? If I could promote your stuff, and then as messed up as this kind of sounds, like it'll look good for me, because people are going to be like, oh, he's sponsored. He must, kind of be somebody. Let's check the video out. As messed up as that does sound, it's the reality of a lot of.
When somebody else lends out to sponsor you, it gives you credibility, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they want to associate with them. They feel so strongly of them, and they're like, they fuck with them on such a hard level that they're willing to associate their product with them. So let me see what this person has to offer. What are they doing to catch these people's eye? That's making this great shit. He has to be making some pretty great shit.
Do you feel like, I mean, I know for me it certainly is, but do you feel like there's a strong desire in you to feel credible?
Yes. And I feel like that's definitely a stress when you're in a certain community.
Yeah.
Because this content that I've been doing right now, these like over the top anime reviews, just being ignorant as fuck for like 15 to 20 minutes, talking about stupid shit. I haven't done that for a while. Like at the time of this recording, it's been like 2.5 months, and you know, it's getting me to my destination way faster than what I was previously doing. Um, and what I was previously doing, which is commentary. I'm not gonna like tiptoe around it. I used to be like a commentary. I don't want to say YouTuber. I still don't like to call myself a YouTuber because I'm not living off of this. Once I'm able to make money off of this, pay rent, my fucking car bills, shit like that, then that's when I will be able to like comfortably call myself a YouTuber. When I can live off of this money and this money alone, regardless of what I'm doing outside, live off this money and this money alone, and be completely cool. But yeah, so like when it comes to commentary and when you're talking about certain shit, your credibility means damn near everything.
Yeah.
So if you're the first one, ooh, this is a hot topic. You know, I gotta get this, do this video, record this shit, not even checking to see if what you're saying is credible in the slightest. That will really damage your reputation, especially if it comes out that, you know, whatever you believed to be true, even though you really didn't give a fuck, whatever you believed to be true was actually completely wrong. And that definitely comes into the equation when you're talking about, you know, like horrible people doing this like horrible shit. Obviously, you know, those people deserve to get exposed, and I feel like even though I am very happy with distancing myself from that community is can be really good for holding people accountable. I won't say is, because I don't think that there are a lot of credible people in that community from what I last saw. Keep in mind, I left the community like 2-3 months ago, so shit, the whole landscape could have changed, and I damn near wouldn't even fucking know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, credibility means everything. And when you're doing like content that's like very opinionated or very silly and ignorant, credibility, even though you should care about your credibility, it doesn't really come into effect like that. Like, bro, I'm talking about fucking anime characters being menaces to society. If you don't agree with me, that's completely fine. But it's not like I'm getting anything completely wrong. It's an opinion, which is why I love doing this type of content way more. Because at the end of the day, if you don't agree with me, that's perfectly fine because I'm not spitting actual facts to you. I'm giving you my opinion in an over-exaggerated, almost character. I won't say it's a character because it's how I feel, just very loud and very ignorant. But yeah, I feel like everyone should care about their credibility because there are times, not even on the internet, but in life, where your credibility is really going to fucking matter. So you should definitely give a fuck about your credibility. Yes.
I feel like it's been a really big thing for me is like wanting to like credibility and competence, like both of those things I feel like kind of go hand in hand for me. So wanting to seem like you know what you're doing and be like have that credible worth, as it were, you know, like just and I think especially with other creators, you know, it's one thing for my grandparents watch my channel, right? So like I don't expect them to critique my work in the way that another creative would. And so having other creators look at what I make and go, yeah, that's good stuff, like that means everything. Like, and
especially if they work in like the same field as you, that's when like that's when like I won't say I feel the best about my content, but that's when I feel like, okay, I'm doing something right, I'm on the right path. My peers are recognizing my work and appreciating it.
I've said this to somebody else recently, but I relate it to like when you're like in a band with people you know, like, and it's like you're on the same wavelength. You're all there together. You're all making stuff, and you know, when they're like, yes, that solo you just did is awesome. Like that gives you better energy. That gives the people around you better energy.
100%.
But it's about, like, you know, being able to show up and do that, you know?
Yeah, consistently. That's what really matters. You could do one thing really good and be shit at it for the rest of your fucking life. But especially in this day, I constantly hear, find something you're good at and perfect it.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you can monetize it, try to monetize it in any way you can. Because, like, the way I look at it, content creators are artists. And art comes in many different forms. Music is art. Plays are art. Actual drawings and paintings are obviously art. Content creation is a form of art. I feel like if you can express it, it's definitely, you know, a form of art. Like, a lot of expression is, you know, forms of art. You know, like books are a form of art. Yeah. That art isn't my cup of tea, but I will never deny that books are a form of art. So when it comes to content creation, I feel like you should definitely care about what you're putting out. You know, if you want to take it seriously, obviously, and you should definitely try to get really, really good at it, because all art can be monetized in some way. And at the end of the day, you're like, to the people who put their heart and soul and dedication into their art, they deserve to be paid the most, in my opinion. So I feel like, especially in this economy where, you know, shit's really hitting the fan as far as, like, prices and shit, and the turmoil going on around the world, you know, it's good to have income that you can rely on yourself on, even if it's just side income. You know, like, you're doing some drawings and you're charging, like, you know, $10, $20 a pop for some drawings. And I feel like the more recognition you get, the more your prices should go up. You should scale it to your recognition, and obviously you keep doing it, you're gonna get better at it, so the quality is just automatically gonna get better. Well. So you should definitely try to monetize if you do have some kind of art that you're passionate about. It should definitely be a goal of yours. I won't say make it your life goal, but it should definitely be a goal of yours to at least try to get monetized off of it, and, you know, see where it goes.
I think that's when I first was like, I'm gonna do YouTube. Like, I'm gonna upload videos and stuff like that. I was like, all right, 5-year plan. I've never done a 5-year plan before. Year 1, 1,000 subs. Came and went. I was like, by year 5, I will be monetized and will be making a living off of it. Like, similar to what you said earlier, it's like I have such, like, a burning drive in me to not have to work for other people's dreams. Like, and not that I think working for other people's dreams is not worth something, especially if it means a lot to you. I've just worked a lot of jobs that I really don't like.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to work for crappy managers with poor communication styles and shitty corporate businesses. And
all the way up until you're fucking elderly, and then, like, what's the point? You get to live your life, but you're already halfway done with your life, damn near, or past halfway done with your life. Like, that's just. I understand, like, that was like the standard back then. You know, you work until you're 65, 70, and then those last 30 years is when you get to cruise. That's when you get to put your life on autopilot and really get to enjoy yourself. I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to slave for the next fucking 30 years to get to where I want to be, to a point where shit might not even matter anymore what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do what I want to do right now, because the work that I put in now is going to shape what my future looks like, and what the people's futures around me looks like, the people that I want to support, the people that drive me, the people that I want to be better for. That's when it's gonna matter.
Yeah. No, and it's doing this has propelled me into meeting so many other people that think similarly to me. And it's so easy when you're not amongst those people to just feel like defeated. It's not possible. There's no purpose to doing it because I'm just going to be here slaving away day after day. And it's like when you get around the people who are like, I'm going to break out of this. Like, or if I'm not, I'm just going to try until it happens, because otherwise I'm just doing this until I die. Like, so I'm going to try until I make it or I die. Like, and really having that, like, for me, it's like an anger. Like, it's like this must happen.
Yeah.
I cannot allow this to continue for myself. But it's also like, it's an embracing of the creative side of me that, like, I had let not be expressed because it was just like, it's not, what's the point?
Which is super, super healthy. Super healthy. Everyone should express themselves in some type of creative way. You know, when I was younger, I didn't know what the fuck to do as far as like elementary and middle school. You know, I was the weird kid in a predominantly white high school, predominantly white area. So every school I went to was pretty much predominantly white until I finally transferred to the school I graduated from. So I didn't know what to like. I was really into sports, but you know, the people around me were like, you're never gonna, you know, be anything in sports if you're sitting inside playing video games all day. But I loved video games. I loved cartoons. So I was in like this really weird spot of like, okay, you know, I have friends that want to do this that I'm also interested in, but I also have these interests that no one else around me in my IRL circle is really interested in the way I'm interested in it. Yeah. You know, they would play the video game on the weekends. Like, I would do my homework, go outside. When they would play you know, play football for like 2-3 hours, I'd play for like an hour and a half. Go home. You know, there was a new episode of a show I wanted to watch, a new game that I wanted to play. You know, just new shit that I wanted to do, as far as like, you know, my own interests. And they would like kind of shame me for that. Obviously, not really knowing. Like, we were fucking 12. They're just like, bro, you're leaving to play video games when we're also gonna play for like another hour until it gets dark out. Bro, you're fucking lame. Like, that's just how they looked at it. That's just how kids look at it. Kids are fucking assholes. So
there's no like empathy there for understanding.
There's no empathy.
Like, I don't get it. I don't do that.
I don't get it. You're leaving us for something that I really don't understand.
Yeah.
But so I would like get a whole bunch of flack, like, bro, you're such a fucking gamer, and they would use gamer as an insult. Like, bro, you're such a gamer. You stay inside as much as you can to play video games, and it's like, I'm glad now. That I'm glad I didn't let that really affect me and my hobby, because especially at that that impressionable of an age, that could have deterred me from playing video games, watching cartoons, like doing that shit. That could have just steered me off that completely, and I could be a whole different person. Me and you would have never met.
Yeah, I'd ask you to do this, and you'd just be like, "No, dude, you're a gamer."
Yeah, you're a gamer, dude. I'm over here trying to get my fucking bachelor's in food studies or some shit. I could be a whole different person. I'm so happy for myself that even though, you know, through all the and I won't act like I had the hardest fucking life ever, but through all, like, you know, the shaming because I was the weird kid, through all the racism, all that shit, I didn't let it, you know, really change who I was at the core. And now I get to, since all the work that I put in, all the money that I saved up, I get to do what I love, whether I'm getting paid for it or not. I get to do what I love because of the work I put in, the money that I saved, the money that I earned, and now I have this setup that I completely paid for, and I get to do what I love while they get to do what they love too, hopefully. And, you know, I get to really be in my lane, do what the fuck I want to do, and chase my dreams. And now at this point, I've met like-minded people like me, and to those who don't, you know, to those who would still shame me and call me a loser, bro, at this point, I don't fucking care. I'm about to be 20. Like I know what I want to do in life. I know that I don't want to work fucking forever. I don't want to slave away, go in debt, go into college for something that I don't
Yeah.
even want to fucking do for real. So while you're over there getting a bachelor in fucking communications, I'm gonna be over here not in debt, doing what the fuck I love and supporting the people that I love that helped me get to where I feel like I need to be in the place that I want to be. And that at like that's what at the end of the day that's what drives me. Knowing how far I've come, what I have overcome, and knowing with that that I can really do anything that I put my mind to. I feel like some things are destined. Nothing's decided, but some things are meant to be. And I feel like a lot of other people that were in that environment could have been completely steered off that track, but I wasn't, and now I'm here with, I'm slowly getting on the path to making money off YouTube. I completely switched communities, completely switched lanes, and did it successfully. And it took a while, but now I'm doing it successfully. I'm tapping into a new audience, and I'm loving every second of it. And I feel like that's just how it was meant. That's how it was meant to be for me.
Do you feel like your audience has shifted? Like, have you noticed a change in your audience's responses from leaving commentary to doing what you're doing now?
I definitely have seen a switch, both positive and negative. When I first made the switch, analytics were fucking horrid on my channel. It was bad.
YouTube's like, what the fuck do we do with it? The algorithm doesn't get it, dude.
Yeah,
Try again.
The algorithm doesn't compute. Fucking backtrack. Go back to what you were doing. But yeah, I definitely noticed analytics everywhere. Pretty much that I talked about YouTube. Mainly Twitter and YouTube. On Twitter, people gave less of a fuck about what I had to say. Because it wasn't on any dramas.
Less inflammatory.
Less inflammatory. I wasn't getting myself into really... I was barely getting myself into shit. Even when I was in commentary, I was kind of just saying opinions. But now I really wasn't getting into shit because I'm in my own lane doing my own thing. So yeah, I definitely saw that side of it, like the negative side of it. Analytics were down, views were down, losing subs. Social Blade looked like complete dog shit. And... at the point, like, I didn't really let it get to me that much, but I did kind of look at it and I was like, damn, I thought I would have got, like a little bit more support than, that I saw. But I also saw a positive to it too. People were like, just the way that you are, no matter what you do creatively, I'm always going to support it because I always feel like since you're going to give your best, you're going to end up getting good at it anyway. And then I tapped in, and then like I found like a common interest with some people in my community. Like while I was doing commentary, I was just the funny guy doing commentary, the guy who really didn't have a filter that was doing commentary. And then I switched that formula over to talking about like anime and cartoons and my interests. And then I realized that half the people that I was interacting with have those same interests as well. And I'm interacting with new people that have those interests. And I feel like doing a lot of things is way better than doing commentary, because commentary, you're just kind of talking about shit that's going on. No one besides people who, I won't say live on the internet, but are on the internet more often than the average person, is really going to give a fuck about what's going on in the commentary community, assuming that you're talking about, shit that's just going on the internet, not talking about, a lot of shit going on in the real world. Because there are commentators out there that talk about, real world shit that happens, the whole shit with, like, Michael B. Jordan and his wife. There's people that talk about that. And I feel like that's a whole different section of the community. But
that's a bit more like news, as it were,
But people who solely focus on shit that happens on the internet, only people who do that are really gonna fucking care. And even though that's a common interest, for lack of a better word, like, they don't really know shit about you. Whereas to this content, that I at least like anime, and even though I don't have the same opinion that you might have, we both have that connection. That's an instant connection. Oh, he likes anime and he's funny. You know, even though I don't agree with the fact that this anime is the greatest anime ever made, I respect his opinion and I respect him as a content creator and as a creative and as a visionary, as corny as it sounds. I feel like I sound like Jaden Smith.
Dude, let's talk about politics and like global warming and stuff. You wanna do a hard pivot?
Can we talk about the economical state of the world right now? Like, let's talk about global warming. Like, no, I don't want to. I want to sit here and talk about why this character is better than all these other characters in this anime and why he's a fucking demon. That's what I'm interested in. Bro, that's so childish. Bro, fuck you. I don't care.
All right.
It's fun.
I got a prompt for you, right?
Alrighty.
It's going to blend your commentary with your new style of content, right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to brainstorm, and I want you to think of public figures or creators, you know, real people who really have that Black Air Force energy, who are just like they are the menace to society.
Ooh, this is good. I got a lot of controversial answers I can say, but I'm gonna keep
I know
clean.
that some people are gonna hate me for this, but like Keemstar has Black Air Force energy. That guy is a menace. Like, I know that's a divisive opinion.
He has ruined a few careers and kind of not given a fuck about it.
Yeah.
In the past. Damn. Who is in real life menace? Because you got to think about it. Like, when I look at it, like, you got people punching people through 17 different buildings. Like, those are the menaces that catch my eye.
True.
I'm not looking for the menaces that really, like, spit in your drink at McDonald's,
you
even though that's
like,
menace activity.
You thinking like war crime material is kind of what you're thinking.
Like Hitler and Stalin were menaces.
So they got that Black Air Force energy.
Bro, that ain't even Black Air Force energy anymore.
That's
just... I don't even...
That's Nazi flag energy, let's be honest.
That's literally like Satan energy. Like... committing mass genocide like crazy.
So we've got kind of like our gradient then. Like Keemstar's the lowest. Hitler's too far. That's like too far.
So like a funny menace to where like it's somewhat acceptable. Shit. I mean, Boont Gang was kind of like teetering on that. Like, he was doing some acceptable shit, some not acceptable shit. Like, you were hopping counters and like fucking stealing donuts. Like, I feel like that's kind of harmless. But when you're like going places just to harass people, like Filthy Frank, that is a really good example of someone who was like just nailed it. One of my favorite Filthy Frank moments is when he would just like go to a park, see people chilling, like doing like a little picnic, and then he would just reach into his pocket. He'd be like, "Oh, ravioli, what's in the whole pocket, Oli?" He would just slurp it out of his hand. He would go, "Ah, you want some, man? You want some ravioli?" And he's like, he's not really harassing him. He's just kind of fucking with him.
It made me think of a creator. God, I don't know his name.
Gideon? I feel like Gideon's definitely, like, he does some menace shit. Like, I don't agree with everything. I don't agree with all the pranks that he does. Like, he has this one prank, frying meat in a vegan restaurant. I just think that's a real dickhead thing to do.
That is
like,
a dickhead thing.
They gotta
sanitize everything.
That wasn't very funny to me. But
this kid was like, he'd go to Starbucks and he'd like buy a drink, and then he'd just like dump it on the ground and be like, "I need a new one." Or like he brought like a giant tote, like a plastic tub, onto a Subway and filled it with cereal and milk, and then purposefully spilled it all over the fucking place.
Yeah, you're just a fucking dickhead. Like, you're an asshole. Like, that's not really, like, that's just you being an idiot. To me personally, if you find that funny, that's cool.
No, I was just like, oh fuck this guy. Like,
yeah,
this guy
that's a big like fuck that guy. But like I don't know. Like, obviously I don't agree with like a lot of the shit. Like, obviously, when John Gabbana was Boom Gang and he was going stealing shoes, getting haircuts without paying, stealing fucking Popeyes and Dunkin' Donuts, like that shit wasn't cool, but it was like somewhat harmless in a sense. Like you're not putting anyone's fucking like life at risk. Not that the dude who was, doing that, like you're not really giving anyone much of a mess to clean up. Like, you're kind of just stealing, which unfortunately happens all the fucking time.
Right, right.
But like when you're going
Small
into a gas station,
stuff, though.
when you're going into a gas station and you're like, this is something he actually did, and you're like, ghetto slip and slide, and you grab Sunkiss and 7-Up and you pour it all on the fucking gas station floor,
dude,
and you get in your boxers, slide in it once, and then walk away, and leave the gas station clerk to clean that shit up after you. Like, that's dickhead shit. Like, that's when I'm like, okay, that shit's not funny. But like, if you're Gideon and you're going to this is something he just recently did. You're going to the UK and you're trying to get the royal guards to like laugh or show somewhat human emotion at all.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's cool. Like that.
That's something a lot of people do. Yeah,
it's harmless because it's something. Are you even able to crack these guys like the royal guards?
Right.
But, like,
if they're doing their job right, no. Like,
yeah, but like also they're human, so to see like someone so serious crack a little bit of a smile or like laugh at some stupid shit when they really shouldn't be, like that's funny. But like I said, when he went to that vegan restaurant and fried that burger, like that was not cool at all. That's definitely crossing the line.
All right, I got one. Logan Paul. Now, Logan's on his reformation journey. He's getting better.
Good for him.
But
I know where this is going.
I mean, it's mostly just like crypto scams that he's been doing lately.
Yeah, which, like, I personally, I don't know. Like, I feel like that scamming your supporters in general is just a scummy thing to do. It's
just scummy.
I won't say that I was like an avid watcher, but I kind of like fucked with Aiden Ross a little bit. Once he did that like MILF token shit and then openly admitted on stream, I got paid a bag.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry that anybody who invested in that. I really hope you didn't do that when I suggested it.
He knew it was a pump and up scam from the start.
Yeah.
But just because they flashed the right amount of money in his face, he was able to literally...
He's like, yeah, I'll sell out my fans.
Yeah, he was literally like willing to sell out all of his supporters, anyone who ever looked up to him, to just do it so blatantly, and then come back and be like, yeah, I hope y'all didn't really think that shit was real because I got paid a bag to do that shit.
Yeah, so sorry to anybody who lost money, but it was for my bag.
Hope you ain't invest too much into it. No, yeah, I feel like that is a point where I will lose respect for a creator. 100% dropped. No, there's like, I have zero acceptance for someone who sacrifices the people who helped get them where they are. I just feel like that's completely unacceptable. Like it's literally biting the hand that feeds you. For even more benefit than you're already in a dream position. You didn't even need to take that. Like, let a scam token company ever come up to me or any scam business, we don't have the best image. If you sell this to your fans, we'll give you like a little cut of what we make.
Credibility, we'll get you a bag.
Bro. And it's like, bro, like that tarnishes your credibility, especially when he came out and blatantly. That's what really did it for me. Was like, this is clearly like a pump and dump scam, but unfortunately, it's becoming more common for creators to do it. It's the fact that he was willing to go on stream and just so blatantly just not give a single piece of a fuck.
Just like chuckle about it and be like, sorry.
Like, you're in a position where you didn't even need that, and like the people who watch you, like they like people invested in that, and you knew that they did, and I don't know, the whole thing was sketchy, and then how nonchalant he was about literally taking his supporters' money, it just made me sick as a creator, and like with my I don't want to say like little following, but less noticeable following, I just I just couldn't imagine. I could never in a million years, even though I have 3,000 subscribers and he has like however many million he has, I could never, absolutely not.
Nah, I mean, we said it at the exact same time because it is what it is. It's scummy. Like it's a dirty thing to do when you're already, like you said, you're already on top. You're already making more money than probably any of your viewers are.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, hope you didn't invest because I'm spending your money right now. Like
this haircut that I'm getting on stream. He was getting a haircut while he said it. He was like, this haircut I'm getting on stream. That's your guys' money. Like it's just so scummy. And like another thing is that peers need, not only supporters but peers need to hold people accountable. If I do some shit like that, I expect someone like a mutual friend of ours, the Beak. If I did some shit like that, I would want the Beak to be in my DMs like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Dude, do you understand what this looks like and what you're doing to your fans right now?
Like that's and I like to think that I've surrounded myself around people that would do that. Obviously, I would never know until I'm in that position, which I hope I never am. I have confidence that I will never put myself in a position like that.
You say that, and then they're gonna offer you $500,000 for a single ad read. That's all it takes.
I'm gonna have to take it, bro. Sorry, but yeah, it's just I don't know. Especially when you're already in such a good position, it's just not worth it.
Yeah. Well, we're starting to get to the end, but I think this is something we could probably spend a little bit on. How's it been being mostly off of Twitter, right? You're not tweeting it. How's that been? How's vacation?
Oh, that's crazy because you're actually, believe it or not, in recent memory, one of, if not the first person to like ask me directly about that. Like I've talked to people about being off Twitter, but no one directly asked me. Yeah,
they're all in the hole, man. They can't.
They're in the Twitter hole. Yeah. At first, I'm not even gonna cap. This is how I knew that I had some like pseudo like addictive traits to work on, because like for the first like week or two I wanted to tweet so fucking bad. I had so much dumb shit that I wanted to say, because now that's all really all I used Twitter for. When I was tweeting, it was just shit posting, because I completely purged like most of the people I followed that had pretty much anything to do with commentary, because like I barely wanted anything to do with the community.
Didn't want to hear it, didn't want
to hear it, didn't want to be involved in it. I'm over here talking about anime, cartoons, and stupid shit. Y'all over there talking about, false pedophile allegations. I'm good. I'm good
out.
In my bubble. Yeah,
I don't need the leaked DMs. I'm over here doing my own thing.
Yeah, and I'm over here chilling. But after a while, bro, I go on the Twitter. I check the group chat with the boys. See the stupid shit that's on their TL. Unfollowing most of the commentary shit completely brought my TL to life. And it's just way better to scroll Twitter now. Way more memes, way more wholesome shit going on, way more anime, like way more of my interest, and shit that I actually look for when I go on social media. And especially with Twitter, I feel like Twitter, if you try your best to stay away from, especially the unnecessary bullshit, I firmly believe that it is the best social media platform, because when shit happens in the world, no matter what you're into on Twitter, whether it's anime Twitter, commentary Twitter, fucking furry Twitter, fucking like, you're going to hear about it.
You're informed about world events.
You're informed about world events. So like, it'll be anime meme, fucking like, oh, did you know that there's a whole fucking war going on in this other country? Like, oh shit, what the fuck? And like, I feel like that's like, once you get rid of the bullshit on Twitter, it's the best social media platform there is. And
I agree. I feel like you stay less in a bubble when you're on Twitter. Like, other people's spheres cross yours more regularly, and I feel like that's what makes some people like really volatile. Is other social media platforms don't do that. They're like, you're here. These are what you like to do.
You like 2 anime posts in a row.
Yeah,
anime.
That's all you're getting. And
maybe like, someone you follow every once in a while, and then anime.
And like, maybe TikTok's good at that. Like, cycling in new stuff. But like
The For You page, I can speak from firsthand. The For You page algorithm on TikTok, that shit works. that shit works.
Stuff is wild.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that comes across your For You page that has like the 12 likes and is just like, I get a lot of prison TikTok, actually. I got lots of people in prison, and moonshiners is something that I've been getting lately.
Yeah. I've been getting like a lot of a lot of Riz TikToks. I feel like those are really funny. A lot of like stupid gaming videos, you know, and anime and shit. And then, you know, when I go to my following tab, obviously I get the people that I'm interested in, the people, you know, that I want to check up on and shit like that. But yeah, being off Twitter, well, I still browse Twitter every day, but not tweeting, and having kind of like a dead Twitter account as far as like interaction goes, because fuck are y'all gonna interact with,
Right.
you know, it's definitely a little liberating in a sense, especially with me purging like my like who I follow, and definitely like watching who I follow. It's definitely very liberating, and it's gonna be very interesting to see when I do hit 5K, and then when I tweet about it, it's gonna be real interesting to see the interaction I get, and who interacts, and you know what the numbers are looking like. You know, it's definitely something that I'm interested in. I mean, obviously I'm not pressed about it. If the tweet about me getting 5K subs gets 2 likes, shit, I still got 5K subs. I ain't fucking worried. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just at the end of the day, it's social media. It ain't the fucking end of the world. It is what it is, bro.
Has it left you with a little bit more clear head to work on your own content?
Yes, it's definitely left me with a clear head, and it leaves me more time to, like do other shit and put my mind on other shit. You know, like interact more with my community and my supporters, and you know, interacting with them, not on Twitter, so like not really interacting with them on like any bullshit, but just us like talking about common interests and shit. And if it like, it kind of forces you, assuming that you give a fuck about your supporters, which you definitely should, it kind of forces you to interact with them on just a slightly more, like a slightly, very slightly more personal level, and like know your community a bit more, and like talk to, you know, people in your community one-on-one, instead of just seeing like a whole bunch of comments and just liking a whole bunch of comments on a thread. You know,
just like I have spoken and you all say things, and I'll just tap, like
yeah, like that's what shit like, you know, like YouTube comments and like Twitter comments are for. Like I feel like it definitely, and it pushes people to reach out to you if they want to talk to you. Like it pushes people, you know, to DM you. It pushes people to join your Discord server. You know, join where like it pushes people to get more involved, which I think is good for everybody. I feel like everyone should, you know, strive to really like get involved in shit that they care about.
I realized I had a good question. We could spend as much time as we want on this, but this is something that I was watching through your videos and your recent ones, of course. And I'm curious what your script writing process is like.
So when I talk about shit, it's either shit that I'm recollecting or shit that I'm watching, like as it happens. So like I'm currently, little sneak peek, little exclusive scoop. I'm currently working on another Demon Slayer video right now. So what I'll do is I'll like write the intro, write as much as like I can remember off the top, and then I'll go through the anime again, and then I will. Ooh, excuse me.
I just did it.
Yeah, I will watch the anime again. I'll watch the episode kind of like in the background, especially if I've watched it recently. Like I just finished Demon Slayer season 2, so I'll kind of just watch it in the background. You know, I'll think about jokes, like if they just kind of cross my mind, and I'll write a script. Obviously, over exaggerate as much as possible because that brings the charm. And then scripts, Scripts can take up to like a week or two for me, because when you mix in like real life, doing shit, with like my IRL friends and shit like that. And that also gives me time to kind of just drift away in my own thoughts. Oh, that's a good joke. I could put that in the script. And I actually downloaded the
Nice.
Google Docs app on my phone for that specific reason. So for when I do drift off in my thoughts, I'm already logged in, go to Google Docs, put it
Have
in.
it.
Yeah, and then once I come here, it'll be there. And I know I have like a complete script that I'm completely proud of, that I feel like has no holes at the time, no room for like any more, real improvement. And then I'll go into Premiere Pro. Funny thing, I actually recently crossed out a whole like step in my process. I would record my audio in OBS, then drag that into Premiere Pro. Now what I do is I like record directly in Premiere Pro, which
Interesting.
gives me more control for anybody who either is getting into content creation or was doing the same thing that I was doing. It gives you more control of like the individual lines. You can redo a line as many times as you need to, as far as rather than just kind of being stuck with kind of what you got. Like, if you stutter, you got like the 2, 3 options. But like if I stutter, I can literally stop the recording, Control Z to undo, get a clear head, say it again, and keep doing it until I'm proud of it. And then I'll get my hands on the footage that I need. Won't go too into depth about that. Just in case.
Right. No,
Don't wanna,
there are ways.
there are ways.
If you're curious, there's ways, but we're not
There's
going to tell you what they are.
there's ways. There's methods that I use. And obviously, I looked over all the methods I could use. I picked the best one that gives me the best visual quality. Because I like to challenge myself when it comes to the editing process, which is something that I didn't really get to do with commentary. So then I will. The good thing about making these kinds of videos is you don't constantly have to go download shit in the process of editing. Like that slowly becomes less and less necessary, because like all the memes that I want or have, most of them I already have, unless a new one comes up, and then I get that in my little deck of meme Pokemon cards. And yeah, I'll just add the memes where I think that they fit, because that also is like half the charm. Half the charm is the over exaggeration and like the jokes, and half the charm is the memes and where you put them and how you use them, whether that be like visual memes, sound clips, whatever may have you. And then I will watch it through so many fucking times to where even the best jokes that I thought I had aren't funny to me anymore, which is why I'll have other people that I trust to watch it and see their reaction. And I will go through like one last time after I think I've done everything that I needed to do to first check for any errors, especially any major errors, or see if the video runs a little weird in some spots. See if that's just Premiere Pro being weird, or if it's actually like a shitty segment for whatever reason. And then yeah, I like when I'm done with videos, I like to watch them back like maybe a day or two after it's done. So when I do that, I forget about like half the jokes and they hit for me again. And I'll completely forget that I even said some of the shit or even added some of the memes, and it'll like make me laugh as if I'm watching someone else's video for the first time. And then I'll export that, put it into YouTube as unlisted. One, to make sure that the quality gets bumped all the way up to 1080, and two, to check the monetization status, and see if it doesn't get monetized, why it doesn't get monetized, see if I can fix that before I upload it. And then I'll just keep it on unlisted until probably the next day, or if I already set a release date, wait till that release date, and then I'll just see what the people have to say. That's the best part for me, seeing the finished product and then seeing how other people react to the finished product. Like both of those are like my favorite part of content creation.
When's the Darth Vader video coming out?
What's that Anakin Skywalker video on right now? Let's see how
It's
many
at
likes.
54.
No fucking way.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure it's like 52 or 54.
Hold up. I gotta
Go
check
back,
this.
check your math.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! I got some fucking work to do. Oh damn! 50 likes with 250 views. That's actually crazy engagement. That's actually disgusting.
It's a good video, man. I mean, if anyone has the energy, fucking Anakin Skywalker. Like,
oh yeah, definitely, and especially with Obi-Wan,
dude,
and how the last few episodes played out. Oh, bro, it ramped up so much at the end. I love it. No spoilers.
we can't. Yeah, I was saying no spoilers. No spoilers. Can't spoil.
But it ramped up definitely towards the end. But shit, it looks like I got some work ahead of me now.
You got some Vader in.
I got some Vader work to do. I got some Dragon Ball work to do because people have been pressing the fuck out of me for a Dragon Ball video. But the Dragon Ball arcs are 30 episodes a pop.
Yeah, you got to ingest it first.
That's gonna be time. And that's gonna be a lot of work on my computer, even though I have a pretty decent computer. It's gonna be some work.
Just ingest that while you're writing the Darth Vader thing, and
Yeah, I know.
Get around
me personally, I'm not you. I saw your fucking interview with your second interview with Chandler, where you revealed you do like 4 scripts at once. You fucking maniac.
I can't help myself. It just happens. I just suddenly. Literally yesterday, I was sitting at work and my coworker was watching like a food challenge video, and the woman's mic didn't record during her video. And I was like, oh my God, it'd be so funny to have a video where it just like slowly deteriorates because all your equipment is breaking. And so I just like jotted down a concept. I went home last night and I just cranked out a video and then posted it last night. Even though I have a bunch of other things that I should be working. It's a compulsion. I can't help it.
Yeah, man. You're better than me. I'm one script and I will perfect that script. And I will work on that video concept all the way until it is done. Then I'll, like, especially if it's a huge project, give myself like a week to myself, not even think about YouTube as far as creating. Obviously check for, the analytics to see what other people are saying. But I'll give myself, like, the Sasuke video, that video took damn near a month to make. I needed a week break to myself. I needed it. And that was like a month of like literally most of my free time, like damn near every ounce of my free time, which is why I'm holding off on the Dragon Ball video and I'm making separate projects. And now the Darth Vader video that I need to make, that's definitely gonna be a bitch and a half.
That's why I'm here, is to make sure that you've got multiple scripts going at one time.
Yeah, and make sure that, and then I gotta stress about the quality of those videos all being up to par. Can't let one video get more love than the other. Gotta level it out. So yeah,
it's true.
Definitely not here to stress me out.
Well, you look at the video I posted and you tell me if it was even worth making, because and then you get back to me on if I'm really doing good work or not.
Yeah, I'll definitely get back to you on that. See, I'll just completely shit on your whole video script making process.
You're just like, oh God, this guy's insane. He has no clue what he's doing.
No sense of direction. You gotta slow it down, pal.
It's like, Shy is the visionary. Heffelmeyer is just a mess. It's chaos over there.
Organization is it definitely will help. Organization definitely helps.
I've started writing everything down into like lists and stuff like that, and that's helped me a bunch.
And then just like go down the list, or if something on the list really checks your eye, maybe skip a few things.
Exactly. And then I'm marking them off. Yeah, and then it's like it's actually cleared out of my brain, as opposed to, even now though, sometimes I'll finish a bunch of projects. I'm like, what did I have planned? What am I doing next? Like
you're kind of just in this weird limbo.
Yeah,
like,
and then I
don't know what to do.
Shit a video out in a night. Yeah. Well, all right, we're getting on that time. I appreciate you coming on, but I gotta ask, where can the people find you? Plug yourself.
Alrighty, so get your pencils and pens out, because I got some long usernames. YouTube, Too Shy for YouTube, TooChiForYoutube. Twitter, Shy, CHILMFAO, all together. Instagram, CHI period LMFAO. And that's pretty much it. Everything else that I would want to plug myself, I plug on my actual channel, like my Discord server, for example, which if you like anime content, and just chatting it up with me and my supporters, if that sounds like interesting to you, go ahead, see if you like my content, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, man, thank you for having me. This is like a real cool thing you got going. You're like the Adam 22 of YouTube. Like Adam 22, he interviews rappers that are like he used to, I should say, that were kind of on the come up, and that's kind of what you're doing right now. And then eventually you're going to get like so known for that, you're going to be able to interview like the Gideons and the fucking Markipliers and the PewDiePies. Like if you keep at it, you're going to get there. You're muted, right? Either you're muted or your mic came unplugged, one of the two.
Dude, I muted myself when you were plugging. Yeah, it's a repeat of the video I posted last night where it's all falling apart. But you heard it here. Gideon, PewDiePie, Markiplier, you're welcome on. I mean,
always.
What are you scared of?
Literally, little 80. What are you scared of? Some 85 sub.
Yeah, you think I'm gonna take you down? You think I'm gonna take your spot?
Overtake you? Yeah.
It might just happen.
Come on the big chat, pussies.
Get a big chat. Come on.
Get a big chat. Get a big chat episode. Shit, maybe even 2.